Today we are doing the Sweet and Simple Pedicure. I am Donna from Sweet Lily Natural Nail Spa, and we are here with Maliha, actress, writer, and model. We are going to start the service right here. We use our big, comfy pedicure chairs, unlike normal salons that have the whirlpools. If you wanted to have a seat, you can sit down. Our pedicure is a sweet and simple pedicure. It's peppermint with cucumber. We try to use everything that's essentially oil-based here. Keep everything as natural as possible, along with our polishes are all formaldehyde, toluene, and DBP free. The polishes for the season are grays, pewters, that sort of color. Reds are still very popular, but these are more the trendsetters for the fall. Okay, so now we're going to start the service, and Lily here is going to help us with that. You can just put your feet right into the water. And the first thing that we normally do is, if anybody has any polish, we remove the polish. That's the first step, of course, in any pedicure. The proper way to clip a nail is from side to side and then across the center. If you cut it straight across, you can tend to break the nail. Some people who have very dry, brittle nails, the nail will actually crack if you don't cut it side to side and then the center. Filing, most popular way right now is straight with a little rounded on the ends. Now what you want to do is you have to buff the nail down a bit so that you can take away any frays that might have happened when you're filing, smoothing out the surface in preparation for polish. And then just repeat on the opposite foot. Now Lily is going to apply the cuticle oil. So at Sweet Lily, ours is made of pure oil with tea tree oil, which is a great antifungal, and a little bit of citrus oil for fragrance. And when you push back the cuticle, you always want to do it very gently, not too hard, and you never really truly want to cut your cuticles. You'll use the nipper, which Lily's doing now, but you want to try to maintain just using that nipper for any stray hangnails you might have. If you cut the cuticle on a regular basis, what will happen is your cuticle will actually continue to grow back thicker and harder every time. So the first time you get your nails done, it may not be the most ideal because you're not cutting it, but over time that cuticle will thin out and you won't have a thick, hard cuticle to cut. At Sweet Lily, all of our pedicures and manicures are based around natural, seasonal treatments, anything that we can use from nature. Our soap in this particular pedicure is warm water, pure peppermint oil, which is excellent for circulation and sort of reviving your feet, tired feet, and cucumber, which helps to take down any swelling and cools off the feet. Heels are a wonderful, fabulous thing, but they're definitely tricky on the feet because we have a number of people that come in, and one of two things happens when they're wearing heels. They get like a corn or a hard callus that develops on that big toe and the side of the foot from the pressure on the feet. And the other thing that we often see is the nail, the big toenail, naturally lifting from the constant pressure on the toe. And when you get something like that, you do have to watch out because that's when you can get bacteria that grows underneath the nail, and that's when a fungus can develop. So a lot of the time people think that they catch a fungus from somewhere outside of their world, but it actually can be from just your own nail lifting up and bacteria settling under there and you're not able to clean it. So now what Lily is doing is exfoliating the bottom of the feet. The most common exfoliator for the bottom of the feet is a pumice stone, We use a diamond cell paddle. The reason that we love them is because, one, we can sterilize them. Two, they're made actually out of diamond dust, so they're as hard can get. They exfoliate gently, but they take off a lot of the dry skin also. I always recommend that if you do use a pumice stone or some sort of a stone at home, that you frequently replace them because they're porous and bacteria can grow inside of them and they can become contaminated on their own even if you're the only person that's using them. And now what she's doing is, this is our custom blended peppermint sugar scrub, and we use this to help further exfoliate the feet. It's again, we make it here, there are no preservatives in it. It's just pure oil with essential oil and sugar. We blend it every day on premise, and it's just a great all-natural exfoliant and something that you could even do and make yourself at home with your favorite essential oils. Salt scrubs are great. They work just as well, but sugar is a little bit more gentle, and often if somebody's just shaved before they come in for their pedicure, if we use a salt scrub, the salt can sometimes sting a little bit on the leg, and the sugar is gentle. The one thing that you have to really be cautious of with sugar is that you do have to blend it every day. It doesn't have a preservative in it, and salt kind of acts as its own preservative. So it's great as long as it's being made fresh every day. Okay, so now we just wrap the feet in a warm towel to remove any of that excess oil, and in preparation for the massage. It's just great relaxant. It feels great. I mean, there's no other explanation for it other than it just feels so nice. This particular treatment, we wrap the legs, let them sit and relax for about 3 minutes, not too long, and then we prepare for the massage. In the Sweet and Simple pedicure, we use a cucumber peppermint lotion. So all of our lotions are paraben-free, cruelty-free, essentially oil-based. We try our best to find, every product is our philosophy, to eliminate any extra chemicals. So now what Lily is doing is going to put on your base coat. Our particular base coat is a clear base coat. So we've narrowed it down to 2 of your favorite colors. Which one are you going to commit to?
I think I'm going to go with this.
Okay. So this is one of Zoya's new fall colors called Petra. It's sort of a gray with a bluish hue. And if you could see, Lily's technique in particular is a very good technique. She starts at one side of the nail and then evenly moves across the nail with the brush to smooth out the surfaces. Now we are moving on to the second coat of polish, and again, this is where she's going to focus on putting on a nice thin second coat, but also doing any touch-up areas that she might have missed, and a quick brush across the tip of the nail helps to seal it in and keep the polish on a little bit longer. This color for fall is especially forgiving with all skin types too. You have a darker skin, but I have very fair skin, and I wear this color all the time myself. It looks beautiful with any skin type. That's why I think it's becoming even more popular than, say, a red. And now Lily is going to apply the top coat. This particular top coat that we use here is a quick dry top coat, so it will generally harden to the touch in about 5 minutes. And there we have it, the perfect pedicure for fall. Donna from Sweet Lily Natural Nail Spa, and I want to thank Lily and Maliha for being our guests today.
Hi, we're doing a rocker chic eye. My name is Angelique Velez, and I'm a makeup artist in New York City, and I'm here with Justina. She is a model and a political blogger, and we're here at the Fashion Group International in New York City. Let's get started. So I'm actually gonna start off with her eyes first. I'm gonna prep her skin a little bit, but since we're going a little bit bold with color, I wanna start off with the eye area just in case we get a little bit of fallout. I'm gonna use an eye base in a pretty neutral color.
Just close your eyes.
This base is gonna help the shadow last longer. And it's water resistant and crease resistant, so it'll prevent it from creasing throughout the day, especially since we're gonna go with pretty dark colors. So you can see it's pretty neutral. Now I'm gonna use a gel liner. So if you see it there, it's black and it's pretty much like a gel-like consistency. So this is also going to be waterproof, so it'll stay on the eye area. And I'm using a pointed liner brush. You can see that. So I'm doing a line really, really close to her lash line. And it does not have to be perfect because we're gonna smoke this out. Just open. You can see that it's not perfect at all. I'm gonna go ahead and smudge this. So I'm taking a crease brush and I'm gonna go back and forth in a windshield wiper motion to smoke this out. This is what's so great about fluid line or gel liners. They smudge real easily. You can see that. Now I'm gonna take a blending brush and blend that even more. So you can see when you're going back and forth, it definitely tones the color down. Add a little bit more. It's really about building up the color. So it's layer after layer. So now I'm gonna go in with a nice dark shadow. So I'm gonna use something very, very close to black, in between black and gray. I'm going right over that fluid line. And I'm keeping it really, really close to the lash line once again. I want the most color to be at the lash line. Now I'm gonna blend that up again with my blending brush. I do wanna get very intense, almost like a rocker, but since we're going rocker chic, I wanna keep it a little girly too. All right, so now I'm gonna use a little bit of a softer gray to blend right into all those colors that I have going on. Close. So I'm going right on her lid here. And I'm actually going to go around, almost in a windshield wiper motion, but also downwards. Now I'm gonna take my angled brush with a little bit more of that gel liner. I'm gonna go on her bottom lashes, so just look up for me. I'm applying the color on the waterline or the membrane as well as right underneath on the actual lash line. And I'm gonna take that crease brush again, a little bit of that black color, and smudge that. So I'm gonna smudge everything all together. So I'm taking my crease brush with some black shadow, and I'm just gonna go back and forth in a windshield wiper motion on the bottom lashes to smudge it off. Right on those bottom lashes. So I'm going back in with my shadow and that crease brush again, just to intensify the look a little bit. So that dark black shadow. So you just wanna look at both eyes to make sure that they are identical. I'm gonna have her close one more time and smudge it again. It's all about smudging the color together. I want all the colors to mesh together, but I still wanna keep it really rocker almost. All right. So this is kind of where our chic, girly part comes in. I'm gonna take a silver cream product right down there, and I'm actually gonna place this in the inner corner of her eye to really make her eyes pop. So almost like a V shape, right in the inner corner of her eye, and a small brush works best for this. I really just wanna get it on there, then I could clean it up with the Q-tip and really get it in that V shape. Very girly, very sparkly. Okay, so since we went so dark with the eyes, it's inevitable that you're gonna get a lot of fallout underneath. So I'm gonna take a Q-tip to clean that up before I proceed on to the rest of the look. See, it takes all that product off. So a really cool trick is that you can use a little bit of your eye cream as a makeup remover right underneath the eye area. And it's gentle on the eye, which is important. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of primer on the face. This is gonna keep the foundation and concealer on. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a liquid foundation. I want a flawless finish, but I don't want too much foundation. The key to foundation is that you don't want to know the person's wearing it. It should look like second skin. I'm gonna follow that up with a little bit of concealer, especially since we went so heavy on the upper eye. I just wanna make sure to cover everything underneath. So I'm actually gonna go in with a more salmon colored concealer, probably in the medium range there. And I like to use an angled blending brush for that. It's nice and soft. I'm really concentrating it on the inner corner. Now I'm gonna follow that up with concealer that matches her skin tone. So this is good for any blemishes or redness. Just gonna go over this area a tiny bit just to brighten it up a little. So since I put a lot of creamy product on her face, I'm gonna follow it up with a loose powder to set the makeup so that way it doesn't move. And a little bit of this product goes a very long way. This also helps tone down any oiliness on the face. All right, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer just to warm up her face. I like to start at the cheekbones, kind of by the hairline, coming forward to the cheek area. It gives a nice contour. And also the temples. You wanna think wherever the sun would tan you if you were outside on the beach. Now I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm gonna blend all that together. I'm gonna go into her lashes now. I'm using a very deep black mascara to really intensify this look. I'm gonna go in with a cream blush for her, kind of in a peachy tone right here. And I'm using a peach so that way it looks more like it's coming from within her, almost like if she was on the treadmill. So she was kind of blushing a little bit. I'm gonna have her smile to find the apples of her cheeks. And move her head that way. I'm gonna do 3 little dots. Then with my thumb, I'm gonna blend that color in. I'm gonna do it again to the other side. Have her smile, and then 3 little dots. And then with my thumb, blending it in. A really great trick to tone this down, I'm going to use the same brush that I used to put her foundation on to go right over that blush, and it'll instantly tone it down. Now I'm going to use a liner that actually matches her lip tone. I don't want it to be too bright or dramatic since her eyes are so dark. I wanna keep it very natural. And this does not have to be perfect at all. I'm actually just putting the product all over her lip. And I'm gonna take a little bit of that cream blush color that I used and tap a tiny bit into her lip area, just to give it a nice stain. I'm gonna follow that with a nice clear gloss right on top. I'm gonna add a little bit of extra gloss right in the middle of her lip area, just to make them a little bit more plump. So this is the completed rocker chic look on our lovely model Justina, and we are at the Fashion Group International. Thank you so much.
Now we're gonna do a day to night look. My name is Shana Patterson and we're here with Chelsea. She's a student and a model, and we're here at Fashion Group International. First we're gonna start with a primer. I'm gonna use Indian Wood from MAC. Primers are just gonna make the shadow last longer, and throughout the day it's gonna make sure that there's no creasing and there's no running of the eyeshadow. And you just put it all over the lid. I'm using Indian Wood because it has a little shimmer, so if you want to transfer into night, it will look dramatic. Okay, then I'm going to use a 239 brush. I'm blending the crease. Next, I'm going to use a gel liner from MAC. This is Avenue. It has a little bit of shimmer in it and it's still dark. I'm going to use a 266 brush to make the cat eye. And just do small strokes outwards instead of one big line, and you won't mess up. So this is a really nice daytime look so far. I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara to make the lashes pop, and then probably a lip and a little blush, and she'll be ready to go to school. I'm gonna use Opulash from MAC. And you just go upwards and wiggle up. Then on the top of the lash as well. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna use a light pink blush, so she looks a little tame for the daytime. This blush is called Aphrodite. And you want to just put it on the cheekbones, into the ball of the cheek, and leave it all right here open. Now I'm going to use Pro Long Wear from MAC. I'm going to use shade NW25. I'm just going to put a little under her eye to make sure that the liner doesn't run. And then kind of blend out the rest with some bronzer. Once the Pro Long Wear dries, it stays right in place, so it's perfect for the daytime when you're at work, walking up and down, whatever you have to do, you don't have to worry about it budging. For her lips, I'm just gonna give her like a bronzy type of look on the lip to match the eye, so everything's kind of monochromatic and not too much. So I'm using Heroin from MAC. This is a bronzy color. It goes along with the eyes because we're doing like in the gold bronzy family. It has a little bit of pink in it too, so it's not too bold. And just to give it a little bit of lighting pop, we're gonna use Good Loving from MAC. Good name. This is gonna be more of a sheer gold color. So it's gonna kind of lighten up the color, make it pop. So like I said, you just have that monochromatic gold shimmery type look all over. And there you go, perfect. Perfect for daytime, it didn't take too long. So she just came back from school, she's about to go party. She wants to catch up with her friends at the bar. So we're gonna make this a quick nighttime look. We're gonna use a 219 smudge brush, and we're gonna use Carbon from MAC, which is the black color. We're gonna use this cat eye wing that we had and just kind of smudge it inwards. And just following the shape of the cat eye that we had out here. Make like a small triangle on the side. Then kind of color it in partway. It's okay if you mess up a little bit because we can just come with the foundation and clean up the edges. Look up. Then you're just going to carry that right along the bottom, right along the lash line, just to give her that smoky look. Do the same thing on the other side. Then we're going to come back with our 239 brush and just blend upwards. To give it an extra pop, I'm going to use Electra with a 242 brush right under her brow bone. And just blend it a little bit. Okay, we're going to come back with a Pro Long Wear and just touch up the edges. I'm going to give her a deeper blush just so her cheeks pop at night. So So it's okay if you go downwards on top of the blush like it's doing daytime. I'm gonna wipe off the daytime look. Okay, I'm gonna give her like a plum blush. This blush is called CHIC. This is also from MAC. And you're just gonna come again, like I said, on the cheekbone. And kind of blend upward. Since her eyes are so dramatic, I'm gonna give her a nude lip. But I'm gonna make sure that it shines so it stands out. This is Soft and Gentle from MAC. I'm gonna put the shimmer right above her cheekbone and have it come down into the cheek, just so she's shimmery. This is called Soft and Gentle, and it's a highlighting powder. Put a little bit down the middle of the nose, on the chin, and the middle of the forehead. You wanna have shine here, here, and here, so you have a glowy look. Shine anywhere else is just gonna make you look greasy. For her lips, I'm gonna use the same gloss from earlier since it's a light shimmer. It can go with a lot of different lipsticks. And the lipstick I'm gonna use is One of a Kind. This is a nice nude lip from MAC. And like I said, I'm gonna make it pop so it's not too much of the dramatic eye. And then we go right back with the Good Love. And there you go. You transformed your daytime look into a night look very quickly, and all your friends are outside waiting, so you gotta go. So thanks again for Fashion Group International for hosting all of this and showing us a wonderful day to night transitional look. And we'll see you soon.